Hi guys, it's Mary Ellen. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by. In today's video, I'm going to be creating two custom patron spreads for Alexandra and Gianna. They would both like big Happy Planner spreads, so I'm really excited to get started. If you'd like to see what I do for them, keep watching. All right, so first up is a spread for Alexandra, and Alexandra wanted an undated big vertical spread. I don't have an undated planner, so I'm gonna have to cover up these numbers and figure out a way to make it undated for her. So I thought I'd do something a little bit different this time and pull out some stickers that are not Happy Planners. So I was at Joann the other day and I picked these up. These are an American Craft stickers, and it actually comes in one thing, and it's designed by Jen Hadfield, and I thought these were like super cute and just fun. And then I picked up a bunch of papers that like matched this theme. So I'm gonna throw some of these down too. And I just thought it would be fun to do something a little bit different for a change. And I will find a link for these and put it in the description box if you're interested. I just think these are really cute and pretty. So let's go. Again, this is called, well, it's Jen Hadfield Reaching Out is the theme, and look how cute this is. I'm not gonna use this because it's so busy, but I thought maybe I would use this one. Either this one or this, but I think this kind of felt better to me. And then I was thinking about this one as well, but I think it's a little busy. So I'm gonna go with this, and I'm just gonna take some pieces and rip them up, you guys. That's what I do. And I've got my Tombow Mono adhesive tape here, and we're just gonna go to town and throw some down. I got a little smudge on my page, so I'm definitely gonna cover that part up. So this is always the scary part, when you just rip, rip, rip. So I am at my boyfriend's house filming, and last time I filmed one video so far at my boyfriend's house, and the last one I filmed, the sound was so bad and I felt horrible that my sound was bad. And so we were like, okay, how are we gonna make this better? So Mike rigged up, we used my Rode shotgun mic before, but now he rigged it up so that it's closer to my face. So I'm hoping that makes a difference, fingers crossed. And if not, you know what? I'll tweak it again. It doesn't have to be perfect the first couple times around. I know the lighting is also not perfect, but we're trying to revamp it all and figure it out. This is only a temporary setup here, so I think that it's okay for a temporary setup. So I'm wondering if I should bring the paper up here or if I should continue at the bottom, and I'm thinking at the top. I'm thinking I kind of want it up there. So let's rip it. And if when you rip it, it's not what you want, just rip it again, you know, or cut it or whatever. Now this doesn't go all the way to the edge. I wasn't really good with that, so I just wasted some paper. I could do it like that, but actually maybe it would look cute if I did it like that. If they're not matching, what if I angled it a little bit and just kind of did like a thingy up there? Although I kind of want it to be the same angle as that one. Let's rip it a little bit more. We're not going to cover up that whole area over there. And not because I don't want to waste the paper, although maybe that's part of it, but oh, I ripped it on the wrong side. Oops. All right, I'm going to redo. And I just told you how to rip it. I always get confused with the rips. I can't tell you how confused I get all the time with those. It's so stupid. Okay, let's think. Did it again. What is my issue? I'm gonna save those scraps of paper for later. I think what I'm gonna do is cut that. Where's my scissors? If you hear any squeaking sound, do you hear that? That's my chair. I can't quite figure out why it's so squeaky, but but it is what it is. I do not have my paper trimmer here, and I'm thinking I probably need to purchase another one, but we're gonna try to just cut this straight. I don't know if it's gonna work, but I'm really gonna try. And it's gonna be tough with my little scissors too, but I'm gonna do my best here. Ooh, I think I need bigger scissors. Hang on a minute. All right, I raided Mike's junk drawer and found some scissors. So I'm just gonna cut them as straight as I can and hope for the best. And my daughter's cat Mimo is staying here, and she's really trying to come up here, so she might visit for a minute. We'll see. Okay, I didn't cut that perfectly straight, but what I can do here is put it down and then maybe trim that, you know what I'm saying? Or let me try to straighten that out a little bit. Okay, what I'm gonna do is take this all the way across just like the one down there, because I think it'll be fun to kind of match them. That's what I decided just right now. Now, I know when I do this for patrons, I try to make it perfect, but when you're doing it for yourself, like, don't fret. If it's a little bit off, it is not a big deal. That's the beauty of, you know, being creative and doing things yourself, is just the fun of it. So I'm gonna get my Crop-A-Dile punch. This thing's freaking awesome. So it's just gonna punch out these couple of holes that I need so that it's like ready to go in my planner and I don't have to bring out the big punch. Oh, I just punched that a little bit off though. But you get what I'm talking about. It is super easy and quick. And when I say this is my favorite tool I have bought this year, I am not lying, you guys. This is my favorite tool of recent times. Recent times. Okay. It's so easy. I love it so much. I'll link this for you. I'm not saying that to try to sell you on it. I actually really, really, really love it. I get really excited when I use it because I'm like, oh my God, it changed my life. So thank you to who recommended that to me. I think it was one of my patrons maybe. Okay, so we've got this cute paper down. I love it so far. I'm gonna bring in these fun stickers. And I have some washi tape here. Now that I'm looking at this, I don't think I'm gonna use this because this is so patterned here, but I thought this would be fun because it kind of matches like it matches this house here. It doesn't match much else, but like I feel like it goes, you know? And I like to mix up different patterns. So this is a big pattern, but I like to bring in a couple of different patterns. I think sometimes it just adds variety and makes it look more interesting. I also have a couple of sticker books here. I have the Modern Year and the Jewel Tone boxes. These colors pretty much go with this, and I thought that I would bring in some of the more like tan colors or more neutral colors in with this sticker book. Let's do it, you guys. Let's do it. Okay. So what am I going to do with these stickers? Well, you got me. I could put them along here on the bottom and the top. Actually, that would be kind of fun. Now, these stickers are a little thicker than usual. Like you can see, they're kind of like mini die cuts in a way. Don't let that stop you, because even if you do like a thick, like some thick stickers or cardstock on one of the pages, it's not like you're going to do that every week. So it will make your planner a little bit thicker, but not too bad. I'm going to put this house down in the corner just because it's the cutest thing I've ever seen. I love it, and I feel like it belongs down there. I could put some fun stickers down there. Actually, I should have put the girls down there. Shoot. Let me see if I can pull these up. Uh-oh. It's wrinkling. Because it's so thick, it's wrinkling a little bit. I don't want to wrinkle it because I really like this one. Okay, I think it saved it. I like these girls here because it just feels right because they're taller, you know, and it feels like it sets the tone for the spread. All right, so let's put this here. All right, let's look in here and just pick a couple of colors. I was looking at the greens. So these, I felt like these matched pretty well, like this one and this one. And then I was also looking at these oranges and yellows. or at least the oranges. And then I thought maybe like the peach. It's kind of a weird color combo, but I think it'll work. I also have another sticker book here that might have some of that gold. So I know that this book has some gold and probably some gold boxes here. So let's see if the gold, probably used a lot of them. They're not gold. Wait, did I miss it? There's like that. See, that gold really does match that gold pretty well. But I've used a lot of them because I love yellow. Ugh. But there's a few of them. I could use a couple of these, right? Don't let me forget, this is undated. Actually, what I'll do now is I'm gonna go in and white it out to start because I'm afraid I'm gonna forget, and then you guys will never let me live it down. Just saying. You'd be like, you forgot. It's okay. I don't mind being reminded, but let's just do this. And I'll figure out what to put there to cover up that whiteout. I don't really want the whiteout to be there. I think it's looking super cute. Let's add in a couple more of these and figure out the box situation in a minute. I'm gonna do this because I feel like it's fun to angle it like that. And then, let's do this. Maybe a sun. I sort of balance the color, so I might need a little bit of that, although it doesn't look like there's much of that there. But maybe some green. Actually, I think what I'm going to do is put a box on Friday, and then I kind of don't want to put that there because of the yellow, but if I put a box on Friday, then there's going to be like one sticker there and a couple there, but it's not going to be all the way across, and I think that's going to look good. So let's find what sticker we're going to put here. I kind of like this sticker, but I didn't want to put yellow next to yellow, so I could move the sun, or I could just embrace it. I just kind of like the idea of that there for some reason. So maybe I bring more gold down here into the bottom. I don't know. I put this down there, I guess. I don't know. That's like the sun. I don't know what I'm doing, you guys. I'm just winging it. Maybe we'll bring a couple boxes down and leave this part up here alone. Maybe I want another little thing there since I put some little stickers there. Let's see, how about a little mug maybe? I know that went off of there and I'm kind of happy about that. And maybe a little butterfly, because there's black down there. I kind of want to bring some black up here. I think that's good for now. So let's dive into the Jewel Tone boxes and the Live Creatively book and pull in some boxes. So I saw this green box here that said, remember this one. I thought this one would look good over here because I like to do that. This is where I put my gratitude a lot of the time. So Alexander, you can do whatever you want there. It could be stuff you have to remember. It could be gratitude. It could be goals. It could be errands, whatever you want to put there. And so now we're going to bring in some of these green boxes, and I think I'm going to do light green too, like I said, because we've got like lights and darks here, and I know it's not the exact color, but I think it's going to work. I think it's going to work. And then we'll pull in the golds as well. So I think here, I'm gonna do this. This has a fuzzy on it. Definitely pulling in washi tape, and now I don't know about this tan washi because I didn't pull any tan stickers. I don't know, maybe. But I have like a bunch of washi tape here, so I'm gonna check it out in a minute. I'm wondering if I should figure out the line situation. I don't know. Let me see. I'm a little confused. I'm out of my element here with like what I'm doing with the spread. So if I'm seeming a little off, it's because I'm just like thinking really hard. As I said before, sometimes with these videos where I'm doing the patron spreads, people will say like, Mary Ellen, what's the matter? Like you seem off. But it's really because I'm thinking so hard because I want to make it good for them. And sometimes that takes a lot of concentration, a lot of brain power, right? Wish I had a square one. Let's see. I don't have another one of those greens. This is an issue. So I guess I'm not going to use any more of the dark green. I mean, I can bring this here, but I feel like this color and this color together really don't look good. And if oh, the orange. Wait, that's what I need to put there. Sorry if you hear that noise. I think Mike was showering or turning on the water or something. It's definitely different filming here than like what I'm used to. It's just like I'm not used to filming not at my house, you know. It's so strange to me, but I'm trying to get used to it because, you know, then I can, wherever I am, I can make videos, you know, because sometimes I have to like run home because I got to make a video, and this now, like, I can just kind of go back and forth and not worry about that as much. I'm obviously still going to make most of my videos at home, but if I'm here, like, and I don't feel like going home like right away to film, I can just do it here. So I'm kind of liking that. It's sort of nice to have that dual filming station, a balance. Okay. So this obviously has to go somewhere. This is going to be like a little 1, 2, 3. I don't know. 3 things, Alexandra. 3 things you're going to put there. Maybe, how about up here? On Tuesday, your 3 most important things you've got to get done, or whatever. And it's crooked. Oh no. All right, I think I need to bring out the undo, only because I don't have another jewel tone boxes here and I don't want to rip that sticker. So if you're not familiar, this is undo. It will take the stickers off your page. I call it my magic elixir because it works magic. The only problem I've ever run into with undo is if I try to use it on a sticker that I've used color pencil on, and then it creates some sort of weird concoction and it makes like a sticky, tacky paper situation. But anytime I've ever used it over a pen, over, I think I even used it over paint once, it was fine. And definitely with the stickers, it's never an issue. I know it's scary though. So let's see what else we've got here. I think I want to use some of these fun stickers like in the middle too. So it's not just boxes, but let's see. Why don't we do this long orange one for the sidebar? Okay, so that's going to bring in that color. And then let's look back and see if we can pull in some of the smaller, maybe there's some smaller yellow ones like this one. Whoops. Can pull it in over here on Thursday. And then maybe we put like a little picture there. Like a little plant or a snail. I don't know. No, it's too big. So let's pull in something smaller, like a little plant, I guess. That's kind of big too. I don't know. Or a little flower, some leaves. How about just this little bit of leaf? That's better. It pulls into that box a little bit, and I kind of like it better. Okay, let's take a look at this washi tape because I think it might be fun to use some. See if that matches. I'm thinking it does, but I'd probably be better off using a more neutral, like this is super neutral, but I mean like a black and white, just because I'm not positive. Like I know it matches, but it's not, like the color isn't anywhere in the spread. It's a little bit right there, but I feel like maybe I'd be better off. Anyway, I'll link this for you. This comes in a pack of a bunch of different grid washies that are like a variety pack of different widths and different colors. And it's like my favorite washi tape pack like ever. And I think I'm gonna order another one of it because I'm starting to run out. If I had it here, I would show it to you, but it's all kind of broken up, but it's like so good. So I'll link this, check that out. Okay, so it feels right to me to pull in some polka dot washi because we're matching the vibe, right? So with washi tape, you can match the colors, or you can match the vibe, or you can match both. And this feels very whimsical, and these drawings are these illustrations are like super whimsical. So I thought it'd be fun to bring that in. I'm not gonna rip it because we have this ripped effect. I could rip it, but I think instead what I'm gonna do is just put it in like little bits, which I like to do sometimes. I'm gonna put some here. When you're putting down washi tape, try not to stretch it because then it's gonna pop up. So like just place it down, if that makes sense. If you're new to planning, I think that's kind of a good tip. Especially if you're doing like all the way across, because if you pull it, because it's a little stretchy, then you're going to run into problems later if it pops up and you try to place it back down. It's not going to be long enough to fit where you want it to go. So I think I put this down slightly crooked. Let me try again. So washi tape is just a good way to make your spreads a little more interesting. I know I wasted that, sorry. A little more interesting without, you know, making it so, what am I trying to say? Without like bringing in a ton of extra design. Like this kind of neutral patterned washi is really good for that. I also like the really patterned washi that's like pictures and stuff, but that's, in my opinion, that's better for like a focal point of a spread, which I will do sometimes. And then I make my stickers a little bit more patterned or a little neutral because I don't like it to be too busy, but I do like it to be a little bit busy. I don't know if I'm explaining myself well, but I think you probably know what I mean. So that brings like a little fun into the spread, and let's like keep going with these other boxes here. I think, let's look back in jewel tone boxes, and I haven't forgotten that I might use some in Modern Year, but I'm not positive either because I don't know that these are gonna, like I was thinking maybe these. They kind of match this, right? A little bit. Maybe we can fill in with some of these. I don't know. As usual, I'm struggling a little bit, but let's look at jewel tone again. There's also the peach ones in here, which are pretty neutral peach. Actually, that matches better than the other ones. Why don't we use some of this color in here? I wasn't going to, but I feel like it'll be good. I was gonna put this here, but then we're straddling 2 days. How about I do this? So overlap the washi a little bit, overlap that a little bit. Now I could have whited this out underneath, but I'm going to leave it alone. You can always do that. Let's see. This color would have been actually really good. I can still bring it in, but it's pretty similar to that orange I'm using. I can do it though. If I brought in like 2 of those. Because if you look at the drawings, we've got this bright orange, which is going to match that, but then we have, look at her dress. This is like the color of this. I'm going to do it. I'm going to bring in a couple of these because I have a square now of this, which I love having square stickers, box stickers, because I just really like them for some reason. So I'm going to bring this color in here, and then we'll put a little picture there. So let's go back to our other stickers and grab something to go there. Something fun. Maybe the snail would be good here now. I think that's cute. Okay, let me think about where I'm gonna put lines. Okay, here is, that's a 0.5. I want a 0.38 Muji. Whoops. It's my favorite pen for doing lines and also for just writing in my planner. It's real thin, but I really, really like it. I will link this for you. I just buy these on Amazon in like packs. And one thing to tell you about the Muji is if you are finding it's like loose and it feels weird, tighten this part at the bottom because sometimes they get a little loose. And then once you tighten that, you're gonna be totally fine. I discovered that, like somebody told me how to do that and I was like, oh, because it was really bugging me before, but I don't have that problem anymore. All right, so we're just gonna throw down some lines here. Put my glasses on because I am blind. We're just gonna go for it. So while I'm doing this, I'm just gonna mention that my Patreon is not just for custom spreads. In fact, that's a very small part of my Patreon. Basically, it is a whole bunch of perks, a whole bunch of different things that, wait, let me just think about this for a sec. Basically what Patreon is a place that you can like connect with your favorite content creators and show them your support. In exchange for your support, the content creators provide you with things that you can't get on other platforms. So for my Patreon, it's things like live stream plan with me's, Q&As, we have Zoom calls, we have a Facebook group where we've connected like a whole bunch of, let's see, I was gonna do it here, but now I'm thinking maybe not. I'll do it there anyway. Where people have made like friends, I do giveaways and like polls and behind the scenes stuff and like early access to videos, and then one tier gets videos that I don't post on YouTube, behind the scenes pictures taking and all that kind of stuff. So it's a really fun place. I really, really like it, and I totally appreciate everyone's support. It's allowed me to do this full time, and for that, like, I am eternally grateful. I'm so happy. And I'm so grateful and thankful to my patrons because it's like amazing to me that they've allowed me to have a creative career, and I never thought I could. So thank you to all my patrons. Like, you mean a lot to me. And I've gotten to know a lot of them too, and we've made friendships. So it's a really cool place. And so you can check that out at patreon.com/planningwithbumble, but the link is always in the description. One thing I want to mention, I know I'm blabbering a lot in this video, but one thing I do want to mention is I've had a lot of people come to me and ask me how they can get in the custom spread tier on Patreon. And the problem is I can only have a limited number, and I actually have lowered that because 12 has been a lot for me. So I lowered it to 8. I still have like 11, and that's totally fine, but when they drop off, like new people can't join unless it goes below 8. Now, what I will tell you, and you can skip through this part if you're not interested in Patreon, just like fast forward. I won't be mad. I won't even know. But what I do want to mention is that if you are interested in the custom spread tier, which is the $100 tier, I know that's a lot, but it's a lot of work for me. If you are interested in that, the way to have a chance to get in that tier is to join my Patreon, because what happens is I tell the $100 patrons to tell me if they're going to be dropping out, and they do drop out. I mean, people come and go, which of course, you know. And so then once they tell me, I alert my patrons and I'm like, hey, there's going to be an opening tomorrow morning, so be ready. And then they're able to get it first usually. The public can too, but the public then won't know. So I feel like that's fair for me to do that because they have supported me, and I feel like I want to give them that perk as well, like a heads up, so that they can have a better chance than the general public. So even if you were to join my Patreon, say at the $5 level, you get a whole bunch of stuff, but then you also get that chance that other people aren't going to get. Does that make sense? Anyway, I just thought I'd mention that. Let's get back to planning, because that's enough, you know, shenanigans from me, whatever. All right. Oh, I was going to bring in that lighter green color, and I think I should. Where was that? In here. I really kind of like this color combo because it's feeling like very 70s, don't you think? With like the, these stickers feel 70s, but then like the color scheme, you know, it all kind of is feeling that way to me, and it's kind of cool. It's very retro, so I like it. Okay. So I wish I had a square one of these greens, but I don't. But I have some smaller ones. Maybe we pull in some of these. And I feel like I want to put in a bigger one too. So let me take this one that I pulled off before. And I will put it down. Let's put it right here. Actually, maybe let's do this. Okay. So I've got that color in here, and then maybe pull in one of these smaller ones on this side. Maybe right here. I know now that we have 3 boxes on Friday. Alexandra, I hope you have a lot of plans on Friday because you got a lot of room to write there. So orange needs to come in. I don't particularly like that this has the little confetti on the top. It's really not what I was planning, but I could put like some kind of sticker on top to like disguise it. I don't know. Or is there a square orange one? No. Since there's this long orange box sticker here and like a smaller one there, maybe I don't need this one. Maybe what I want to do is bring in some of the smaller orange boxes, you know, and like then pull in some of that peach too. We'll put this here, I guess. Maybe just here. Okay, and then more of the gold for sure too, right? So let me pull in that other one. Sometimes like me putting down the boxes takes up like a large chunk of the video, and I hate that because I feel like this is the most boring part, but it also hopefully like kind of teaches you how to do it, right? Like how to balance color and all of that. At least that's my hope. I don't know if it always works out, but that's my hope, that you'll learn something from every video. I try. Where was that one that had like the 3 sections? You know what I'm talking about? What'd I do with that? Oh no, did I lose it? Here it is. If I put this here, we're gonna have that line that I hate. So maybe I put this over the washi, or maybe I bring it down here. Let's bring it down. Oh no. We're gonna have another beatbox. If you know, you know. Okay. That's not too bad. That's the only box though that's kind of weird like that. Maybe I need to pull in another weird box, but I don't have it. I don't have any other weird ones. Oh, well, I have this one, but no, that's too orange. There's also this one. I could bring this over into Sunday, and then it kind of matches like the vibe of that box so that it's not all by itself, and then every other box is plain. Does that make sense? I think that's a good idea. So let's pull this in on Sunday. All right, it's looking so cool. I really like it. We need more peach. That's a thing that has to happen. So let's grab a couple of these smaller ones, I guess. Or at least one smaller one, and we'll pull in some of that here. Let's pull it into Tuesday. And then we'll put a little picture there, I think. Let's go back to our stickers. Maybe the peacock needs to go there. That's so big. I just really want to put the peacock in there. I think she's so cute. All right, I'm gonna put this plant up here because the space is kind of long, so I feel like it goes. How cute is that? How cute. I'm in love with this so far. Alexander, I hope you are too. I love it so much. Now I feel like one little sticker needs to go here. We either need a box here or we need like a decorative sticker there, and I'm thinking decoration because it's gonna sort of balance out that, right? So let's, oh, I didn't even see that guy. Look at him. He's fancy, or she. Let's try that. Or I could bring in the flowers, but there's like no other flowers, so I don't know, that's kind of dark. Let me see. Oh, I want to put this bee somewhere just because he's super adorable. I don't know where though. Maybe he's flying up at the top of the page. Maybe I put him right there. I'm gonna put him up there in the corner. He's flying around. Something needs to go there though, and I'm wondering. I mean, maybe flowers. Excuse me. It's kind of big though, and then like I feel like there's not enough on this side. And that's the problem I start running into, is then I start adding way too much. But if I brought in something for here, like a little, like a ladybug or something. That's too much. Maybe I could put the ladybug there, but then maybe it would balance out the detail of the flowers. So what about a butterfly, a mushroom? Look at this butterfly, maybe. Maybe. Look at that. I didn't even see that little bee. He's like a baby. It's so cute. All right, let's do that. I'll just put this here because I think it's really cute. And then we'll put that there. I'm probably overthinking. You guys know I overthink, right? You do know that about me. I would think that you know that. But I'm going to put it here because I think it's pretty. I could have put another flower there, but they're too big for that space. So I think it's pretty, and I think that's okay. Maybe I put this baby bee over here just to make it like, ooh, should I have him flying towards the butterfly? No, I'm going to put him right there. Okay. I think I'm close to finished. So let's think about the top here. It's going to be undated, so I kind of want to have something here. And I want to sort of cover these up, but I don't know how to do that. Let me think. All right, what about this for the month? Okay, Alexandra, this is where you're gonna write in the month, okay? Now let's look at those, because maybe I can use those baby ones. And I wonder if there's any baby ones in yellow. I don't think so, but you never know. No. So, let's see. If we took orange, well, not the orange first. Actually, maybe the peach first, or the light green. I'm thinking maybe peach first. So if we took that, let's just see if these will fit first of all. They don't fit. I was hoping they would. I can take them up like this. I've done this before, where you do this, and then you cut it. I could do that. There's a little bit of that at the top, but I could white out the very top of them. And I can alternate peach and light green and orange, and then this coral color, this one, and the darker green. I think it's gonna work. We don't have to bring yellow up into the top. I think it's gonna work. So let me do that, and I'll show you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cut this off, okay, because that's where Alexandra's gonna write in the date at the top. So let me just turn off the camera. I'll do that so I'm not boring you to tears, and then I'll come back. I think this is so adorable. I'm gonna take this little hello sticker here. I'm gonna put it up here because this is where I'm gonna write a note to Alexandra. And I am finished. I love it so much. I know that there's maybe something very small needs to go here, but I think then if I did that, this part's gonna look too blank, so I'm gonna leave that alone, but it's one of my favorite spreads I've done recently. So yeah, let's move on to the next spread. All right, so spread number 2 is for Gianna. Gianna wanted a big happy planner spread for sometime in August. I'm not gonna use these dates. I'm actually gonna redate the top because first of all, I think it would be fun to have the new dates at the top and have it look a little bit different, but also because I don't have those pages here for the last week in August, so I'm gonna use these ones instead. So I just got this faith sticker book, and Gianna's faith is really important to her, and I know she does Bible journaling and stuff, so I thought she might appreciate me bringing some of these stickers in. This is a beautiful sticker book. I've never seen it before, and it's just got, like, the colors are really pretty. I really like it a lot, so I think this is going to be really nice. I also have this washi tape from the washi tape shop, and it just spoke to me. It's like these mountains and birds, like it's so pretty. So I thought maybe I could incorporate this in somehow, but I'm actually gonna wait until I put some of those stickers down just to see if the color is gonna match, because I feel like it's slightly bright, but we'll see how it goes. So right away I thought maybe I could pull in this blue sticker in the sidebar. I know it's a little teal compared to this, but I think it might match. I don't know. Let's try it. We'll put it in the sidebar to start off our spread. Okay. That's like a half a millimeter crooked. I might leave it. I might reposition it. All right. Let's see what we've got here. Let's take this Love the Truth, and then we're gonna maybe layer it with like a box. So let's see what we have. These are pretty too. So what I'll do is combine this sticker with one of these orange boxes because I love like blue and orange together. I think it's a really pretty color combo. We'll start, my instinct is to start here on Thursday. So let's do it. There's a Thursday box. We're just going to layer that on there for some decoration. I love this too, this washi strips. Let's see. My brain is thinking a lot right now, you guys. I'm doing a lot of The wheels are turning. The cogs are turning. How about one of these rejoicing in? I don't think I like the colors with that though. I just want to make a little cluster over there, you know what I mean? So we're gonna have a lot of solid colors in this one, I think, and that's okay to do. I was gonna put it here, but that's so much off the bottom of the page. I think I'm not gonna do that. How about we put one of these right there, and then maybe something there. Thankful, grateful, blessed. So there's our first little cluster. Okay. So let's combine another one of these like decorative boxes with another one of these solid boxes. I always like have problems when I'm doing the solid boxes. I just feel like it sometimes can be a little bit difficult. There's these two. Because you've got a lot of color on your page. So it can be a little tricky to make it work. How about, I almost want to bring the butterflies in because I saw this sticker too. I could bring in that and that. Then that's kind of going to be by itself. I could pull that in the sidebar though. Okay. Let's try this. Unless I took another one of those, which I could do too. But I feel like that's too symmetrical. So I'm going to take this Amazing Grace sticker and I'm going to pair it with, let's look at those boxes again. Maybe the green, maybe this coral peach color. I think it goes better with the green. Let's grab these and I'm going to, so this time I'm not going to do the same exact thing. So I'm not going to put this one on top of this one in that configuration. So what I'll probably do is do it like this. Do you see how it makes it balanced, but it doesn't make it like the same? You can do it the same, but I feel like it would be helpful to have it a little bit different. And I'm gonna change up where I put it because I'm not gonna put it down here because then that's all the same down here. So I'm gonna move it up to here and make this a box for Tuesday. I'm gonna put it right down there in the corner for whatever reason. I'm gonna put this one, yeah, I'm gonna do this like this. Okay. Something's gonna go there. Maybe another box. I feel like maybe one of these would be good there now. Like this blue one, or how about a pink one? Let's put it here. Let's check out this washi tape and see if it's gonna match. I don't know that it is, but I feel like it's a little bright. So let me pause and see if I can find some other washi. I'll link this for you though, it's really pretty. I believe it came in a set of a bunch of different ones that are really like this and cute and pretty, but I'll link that for you. Okay, so I grabbed these two tapes and these are, oh, there's hair all over this one. These are in that pack I was telling you about in the last spread, like when I was talking about my favorite washi tape pack. It's in the pack with that brown one that I showed you, or the tan one. And you see how like they're different, but like they're kind of fun, just different pattern, different colors. So it's like a variety pack. So I'm gonna use these and just put these around a little bit in places for an accent. Momo is crying to go outside. There's no dog door here, you guys. I have to get up and let her out. And then get up and let her back in. I'm just gonna layer these a little bit. Okay, so I found this washi tape, which I'm pretty sure is in the same pack as this one. So I'm gonna, since this is kind of like this color, I'm gonna combine this with this on the other side of the page. So I'm sure you've heard by now that I am a mentor again this year for the Happy Planner Squad. I'm really excited about that, and I really cherish my working relationship that I have with the Happy Planner. I don't work for the Happy Planner, but we do have a relationship, and whoops, I'm not using that one. Using this one, and I am very grateful and excited about the new year. The squad was chosen, and I think they chose some really great people, talented, but also just super nice people. I know a lot of them, and I'm real proud of them. So it should be a really good year on the squad, and I'm still doing my thing, you guys. Still doing my thing. Okay. Now I feel a little weird that this one is green and there's green there, but I guess if we pull in this pink and then we pull in the green over here, I think it'll be okay. So let's get pink to start with. We'll get one of those pink ones. Here we go. Now this isn't the right color pink though. Now that I'm looking at it, it's like different. I do have other washi tape I could use that's like more this color. I think I'm gonna have to do that. Let's put... See, I was trying to match this, but this pink's different than this, so it's kind of throwing me, and I think I'm going to take this off the page if I use this. So let me do that now. The colors of pinks are a little bit different, and it kind of bugs me when it's like that, so I don't want to keep it like that. I'm going to throw this here. So I don't mind that there's the solids together. We'll see. But the only solids I have left, let's take this off for a second, are like this one or like this one. And there's blue here already, but... And I know I said I was going to bring green over. Hang on. Having a little trouble. I really don't want to go outside this book for boxes. Do you know what I mean? I kind of want to stick with what I have here. I wanted to show you how to do that, but... There's this one. That could work. It's a lot of color. Let's see. I could even like cluster these boxes together. You know what I mean? But then we're straddling 2 days, so I don't think that's a great idea. I'm just going to put it here. So this is a bit tricky. It's a bit tricky. Let me take this washi tape off and find a more appropriate washi. Okay, here we go. This one is more the speed of these. It's the same color. Pretty much, right? So I'm going to use this. This is from Washi Tape Shop as well, which is where I get most of my washi, and it's in a different pack though. It's in the pack with like the other pastel. It's called Savory Pastel Grid Washi, and there's like a whole bunch of these shades of like blush in it, and I've been using them a lot because I think these colors are so pretty, and they're like super trendy right now, so I'll link that for you too. Hope I remember all these things. Okay, so let's throw this down here, and I feel like it's just gonna match. It's gonna match better. And then we'll cut. That's crooked too. Come on, Mary Ellen. Everything's crooked today. What the heck? All right. Yeah, that makes me feel a lot better, actually, now that I took that other pink off and everything. So let's bring in that other butterfly sticker, because I feel like I want to kind of match the butterflies. Let's balance butterflies, shall we? Yes. So these keep moving out of frame. I'm not used to working here. All right, we got to keep it right here. Okay. So we're not going to put it up here. We're going to obviously put it somewhere else. Now, it kind of bugs me that this is like the same exact picture as that, but I also want to balance the butterflies, so I feel like I'm going to do it anyway. And it's crooked. Yes, congratulations, Mary Ellen, you've done it again. Okay. So, wait, I almost moved it out of frame again. I'm gonna move it right there. Is that right? Right there is right. I should have those like little washi tapes to frame it out. Okay, orange is needed here. Whew. This is rough. Okay. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time with it. But here's some of this orange, so maybe we use this. We'll pull it in here, I guess, or here, maybe? How about here? Okay, I'm gonna bring in lines too, so we have to think about that. Lots to think about here. So let me grab my checklist stencil again and throw down some lines. Okay, so I'm just gonna put them on some of the days. What do I talk about right now? I don't know. Let's see what's going on in my life. My daughter Kaylee just started her new vet job. She is an emergency veterinarian. I'm so proud of her. She has worked so hard to get here, and you know, I'm sure it's so stressful being a new vet and seeing patients for the first time and all that, but she's doing really well so far. She's worked there like 3 days, and if I were becoming a vet, there's no way I would choose emergency medicine. I would have chosen like just a regular general vet or some other specialty, because to me that sounds so stressful. Do you know what I mean? Super stressful, but she thrives on that kind of stuff. She loves it, and she loves like communicating with the families of the pets. She loves solving like mystery cases, and so I think she's going to be a phenomenal veterinarian, and I'm so proud of her. Oops. Oh no. Allie got a job. My 24-year-old daughter, Allie, got a job as a first grade teacher that she's going to be starting in the fall. So I'm excited about that. She's gonna make an awesome teacher. All right, that needs to be taken care of there. Whoops, I'm doing it again, you guys. What? What is my life? Okay. Let's continue. So I kind of want to bring in another one of these because I feel like it's two by itself. So then I thought, what about this one? Because it's gonna match the color here. We've got a little bit of gray going on. But then I didn't know, okay, where should I put it? So I'm gonna move this orange sticker, and I think I'm gonna put it down here and then find another place for this. I feel like it makes more sense if I do this and maybe put the orange sticker like across here or something. I don't know, let's just put this down and see how it goes. I know there's a line there, but these are the butterflies don't really seem like a box, you know, so I think it's okay, hopefully. And maybe we do some sort of layering like this. I'm not sure. Let's just see how it looks. I mean, that's not bad. That's not too bad. This is kind of throwing me because of the colors, like this dark. I think I'm going to take this off because there's like this darker pink color on there that's kind of not matching what I'm thinking of for the spread. I know that the size fit well, and I like the sentiment. We could always throw it in the sidebar, but let's hold off for a minute and just check out the other things we have that I can fit right there. And I don't need to put anything there, but I kind of like to do little clusters like that. So let's just see what else is here. Kind of like this Joy, but it is blue, and there's blue right there, but I kind of like that. Let's put that there. Okay, so that's got copper foil on it, so I feel like we need to bring in a little bit of copper foil. I could also bring in copper foil boxes, but I don't know that I want to go there. So let's put maybe another copper foil quote over here just to match that, that look. Peace, it's a beautiful life. These seem kind of wide. Let's just see. It's a little bit wide. So we could pull in Be Still My Soul, and it's gonna bring in that blue color over here. I don't know. It's gonna separate that out, and maybe I'll put something underneath that. I don't know that I like that, but we'll just wait and see. I'm gonna pull in this like peachy pink Noted, and then I'm gonna layer it with that, with this. Just see how this would look. Maybe I'll move this over slightly. Or I can even move it over to there, but then, no, I think I want to move it all the way to here and actually over this line a little bit. It's still going to be a box for Thursday, but then we can layer it a little and it's going to be different than this. So it's not going to be, sorry, I think that's out of frame again. Sorry about that. It's going to be like right close to it, but not exactly over top of it, which is kind of what I want. That might be slightly crooked. Very, very slight, but I'm going to move it. This is a very long video. I know. You guys are like, stop apologizing for long videos. We love them. But I can't post like a 3-hour video, you guys. It's not really a good idea. Let's put something up there. I'm thinking maybe even one of those these little hearts. Pull in that green color. Ooh, that looks cute. Okay. All right. It's coming together slowly but surely. And you know, sometimes when I have problems with these spreads, like it all comes together in the end. I know sometimes it's touch and go, but usually in the end it comes together and everyone's happy, you know? I want to put this here, but, and I know there's this awkward space there too. And I know I smeared that. What did I do with that awkward space? I'm feeling awkward too. I've got an awkward space and I'm feeling awkward for whatever reason. So I'm feeling a little, not awkward filming. I guess awkward's the wrong word, but I'm feeling a little out of sorts filming over here because I'm not used to it. A little bit. Like Mike just came in here and he's like, how's it going? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm feeling a little off, but I think it's just because I've filmed in my house for so long and I've never filmed anywhere else. So for me, it's like, just different, right? So maybe gratitude. I know there's green right there though. All of the colors are right here. So I'm trying to decide, like, I don't know. There's a lot of, all right, let's just put gratitude right here. Gianna, there's your gratitude. I know it's like right next to the other green, but we're gonna pretend that that's normal. And then over here, we're gonna do another gratitude box. You're gonna have a lot of gratitude to write about this week in your planner because I think that's super important. Okay, so you got, but I think that should be blue. I think that should be blue. Okay, let me take a look now. It's coming along, you guys, it's coming along. So now all I want to do up here is redate those dates at the top of the page. So I'm going to white out these ones. And this Monday is going to be the 16th. So I have the dates and holiday sticker book here. Let me grab this. And there are some dates in here. Obviously, because it's the dates and holidays book. These might be pretty. I kind of like that. They kind of match the vibe of the spread, don't you think? So this is going to start with the 16th, and I'm just putting it here so I remind myself that starts with the 16th. And then I'm just going to white these out and put those numbers there. Now, like I said, I like to do this once in a while at the top of the page to change up the dates because I feel like it gives a whole different look to the spread. And I might have done this anyway, even if I had one of those pages available, because I like to do that for patrons sometimes. You might see a little bit of the white out there, but I'm going to try to have that be like minimized as much as I can. So I'm going to do that and I'll come right back. Okay, a couple of things to note. Number one, I did not have to white those numbers out. It would have been better if I didn't, because I didn't think that these would cover the number completely, but they do. It was like an illusion. So these ones I didn't cover up. You can see it a little bit underneath it, but it's totally fine. Another thing you might notice is that I started with the 16th, and then I realized, what am I doing? Because the 16th is next week, and I'm not going to have time to mail it to her, so I changed the dates to be the 23rd to the 29th, so that by the time Gianna gets this, she will have plenty of time before this week starts to plan. So that is it. I think it's a beautiful spread. It really took me a while, you guys. That was really challenging for me for some reason. You wouldn't think it would be, but it was pretty challenging because of the different colors. So let me know which one you like best. Do you like Gianna's best? Or do you like Alexandra's best? I think they're both really beautiful spreads. They're just completely different from each other. So thanks for tuning in. I'm glad you stuck it out with me, you guys. You guys rock. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in next one. Take care. Bye.